Good day everyone. I'm sorry I'm probably going to post this video a little late. I've been really occupied like I stated earlier, and I've just had some things. It's been a very long week for me. So we're going to be talking about the two serious traders need for Forex. Like I've stated before, I've sent out the course outline that we'll be using, and it's really difficult because most people would not really want to like deal with beginner traders. They will tell you just go and watch YouTube, then when you're done come. Or so it's difficult to get people. Most people like to work with people that already have an idea of what they're doing, but like there's no problem. Like I said, I'm doing all this for free, and it's just like part of the growth process, you understand. So I'm going to be recording and sending out PDFs for free regarding everything concerning this particular course. So yeah, let's get straight to it because I really don't want this video to take so much time. So we're just basically going to like brief through what this whole topic is, because as a forex trader there are certain things that are necessary for you to have, and there are certain things that you need to understand about forex. So these are the things you basically need as a basic. These are like the basic barest minimum things you need as a forex trader. So this we are going to be looking at the charting platform. The charting platform is a platform where you as a trader you analyze your trades and take your trades. You understand there are different charting platforms out there, but like I listed only the most popular two, which are TradingView and MetaTrader 5. So I'm just going to go into looking at TradingView right now, and I'll also look into MetaTrader 5. So this is what TradingView actually looks like, although yeah, so this is what TradingView actually looks like, although some of you must have seen it before, but just in case. So these are all these things. I can make a video explaining what each and every or most of all these things what they're used for. As a trader you don't necessarily need all of them, but it's good to have an idea of what they use for, what they stand for, what they do. So I could make a video explaining some of them or most of them, understand. So this is where we draw our lines. This is where we draw our markup. Okay, sorry, just trying to say something. So this is where we draw our markup, higher lows, we draw lines, and yeah, something like this. So this is what TradingView is about. It's very friendly, very user friendly, it's not rigid, it contains everything you need. So that's why most people use TradingView compared to MetaTrader 5. So we're going to be going to look at the second one, which is MetaTrader 5. So yes, so this is MetaTrader 5, and some of you that must have seen it before. Many people really don't like analyzing their trades using MetaTrader 5 simply because it's, to me personally, it's rigid. You understand? Like imagine you saw how the whole setup was on TradingView, but like even if you want to draw your trend line here, you see how the trend line looks like. You see how it's like a closed software. You understand? It's not so free like the TradingView. So basically these are just like the two most popular trading platforms, although we are now seeing things like CTrader, MarchTrader, and the rest of that, but basically we're talking about just these two here, and probably I'll be releasing some videos or information regarding the other two. So let's go back to the next thing you need to have as a trader, which is a solid device. A solid device can come in form of a laptop or a phone. So yeah, a solid device can come in form of a laptop or a phone, although it's not necessarily important that you use a laptop, but it's advisable because sorry, excuse me, I wanted to confirm something. So it's advisable because so that you can see the bigger picture. It's not like there are some trades I take without using my laptop. Sometimes I go a month without even using my laptop, depending on the strategy I'm using. So it's not like it's a necessity or it's a complete but like it's a necessity at the end of the day, but like it's not impossible. So although you can still manage your phone, many people trade without their phone. There are many influencers that trade without their phone. So it's not just this. Saying you have a laptop can also you don't have a laptop as an excuse to not trading can also seem like an excuse because a lot of people trade without a laptop, but like it's only good or it only gets better when you use a laptop. There are some people that still have a laptop, but I mean they don't still know the essence of it. So now we're going to be talking about journaling your trades. As a forex trader, this is the most important thing in understanding your progress because you need to keep records of your trades. You need to keep records of your won trades. You need to keep records of your lost trades. You need to keep records of your backtesting log. You need to keep records of your trading plan. Before you enter a trade, you need to have certain rules listed out so that you don't enter a trade outside your trading plan. You understand? So that's why this trading journal is important. Every successful, profitable trading trader has a trading journal because without that, how do you know the percentage win of your strategy? How do you know the percentage loss of your strategy? How do you know what to do when your strategy plays out? How do you know why you're taking out? So you need a trading journal. I will dive more into this in coming weeks. I'm just trying to like give a rough view of what generally as a trader you need to have. So we're going to the last portion of this, which is your trading strategy. As now, so as a forex trader, we all have trading strategy. I was explaining to someone that as a trader, you need to be diverse. You understand? You need to have a strategy, um, a personal strategy, and you need to be diverse in the sense that you need to have more than one strategy. I didn't say you need to have more than one to be profitable. You need just one to be profitable, but you need to have more than one. You understand? You need to have something that you look at when you open the chart. You need to have something that you just look at. Okay, I didn't see this. What else should I look for? You understand? Although some people will tell you just have one, but it doesn't mean you can't have more than one. So I'll also be teaching us some strategies that we can be using to be profitable if we stick by the certain rules I'll be listing out. So what are the things that make up a strategy? We're going to be talking about this. So we're going to be moving to the risk capital. Do not risk what you're not willing to lose, and do not borrow money to trade. This is what I always tell people. People complain and run away from forex because they don't know the amount that the account size the trade can carry. They're like, oh, forex don't kill me, forex has done this, forex has done, because it's focused too much on over leveraging. I tell people that this is a game of probability. You need to think in terms of probability. How many times do I enter this trade? If I win, how many times will I enter this trade? If I lose, you need to. There are a lot of factors that go into risk management. There are a lot of factors. Risk management is one thing that's kept me in the game, and I'll always be an advocate of it. You understand? And also, do not borrow money to trade. Forex is a game of psychology. So when you're under pressure, you can hardly be profitable. You understand? I'm going to be talking a lot about so many things here. So last, we are going to be talking about the brokers. There are different brokers in forex. We have the XNext, we have the FXCM, we have the Wanda, we have the Hot Forex. Different brokers. We have the IC markets. So these brokers are like as a trader or as a retail person, you have no means of accessing the markets. The only people that have the authority to do that are the forex, are the banks, the big banks. But like with the help of these brokers, they act as an intermediary that helps us retailers access that market. You understand? So without them, we have no way to we have no way. Sorry about that. We have no way to access the market. So basically, this is like the summary of basic things traders need. I just wanted to drop this thing with you guys so you guys can read, probably read about them or whatever. But we'll be diving deep into this thing in the coming days, coming weeks, and probably coming months. Thank you.